As movie fans filed into the Gambrel Barn, it wasn't just about watching a popular flick. It was also about showing community support for the film festival. Support the festival says has been there since the announcement of its suspension. Over the course of the summer, several dozen people attended other movies in the barn events, and over 100 attended each of 2 outdoor screenings. If events like this are to help the main festival return, one of the core asks of Milton is a venue smaller than the 500-seat theatre at First Ontario Arts Centre.
The whole point of going on hiatus is to dedicate our energies towards looking at smaller venues, looking at at other opportunities on how to engage with the community, and recognizing that the community does support us.
Nasir also mentioned that some of the filmmakers who've benefited from showing their short films at the festival have offered feedback. In interviews earlier this year, Halton News asked 2 of them about what it means to be part of the Milton Film Festival.
It is so important as a new filmmaker for me to have this Milton Film Festival available. It brings it local, it brings so many industry partners instead of having to go outside of Milton, say to Toronto for TIFF, or have to drive far to go to different festivals. I'm so grateful that there's one that is right here in my city, which I love.
It is often so hard for us to just find like-minded people in our surrounding area and just be able to talk with them and connect and build relationships with each other. And the Milton Film Festival gives us the opportunity to not only come together and discuss film, something we're all so passionate about, but also to build connections and celebrate the films that we have made in such a great public fashion.
One of the avenues Nasir says the festival is considering to find a way forward is to show movies in the digital space. Some of those adaptations were already made during the pandemic. However, there was also a downside to that change. As the former president of the festival noted at the time, when a digital ticket is sold, 2 people can sit in front of a TV and watch, where normally they would each have to buy a ticket to the theater. Jennifer Smith added that it led to attendance that was even worse than imagined once the festival returned to the theater, about 1/4 of what it had been. Still, there were positives from that experience.
We went digital, so we went virtual, and that was pretty successful. We could show a lot of different kind of movies that we might not have had access to before. So we're very excited about that, and we are looking at different types or different combinations of platforms that we can utilize to put films out there for Milton.
While the festival realigns, they say there is an intent to remain visible in Milton by showing up at local farmers markets or finding a source of funding for additional movies in the barn or outdoor screenings. Trout for Halton News in Milton.